Hello, and welcome to CopTubeAmerica.com. We teach you the elements of criminal law. I like to thank you. Those who are teens, 13 and 17. You've come a long way. Yes, you have. We've gotten to know each other. You guys should be pretty comfortable with me by now. We're on lesson number, what? 47. So 47 times you done seen me. You know, got to break y'all in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then we can have a good time. Because now you understand that breaking the law is not a good thing. We don't tolerate it in the United States. Breaking windows after people keep repairing them is not a good thing. No, it gets on people's nerves. People want to do things besides sit around. And I mean, even, let me put it like this. Judges would love to have a party. Cops would love to relax. Sheriff departments would love to relax. Highway patrol would love to just drive the highways, eat donuts all day. If people would stop breaking the law. Who wants to just keep doing stuff? Oh, the police will handle it. Oh, the police. Oh, yeah, they're handling it all right. You dumped it in their laps. What? Your lives in their laps. You're fighting in their laps. People picking up that phone left and right, calling the pow-pow on who? Teens, adults, adolescents. Oh, folks reporting crime like it's going out of style. So guess what? How do you stop it? Don't break one of these. Because that's where all these calls are. Constantly. Constantly. Some get more attention than others. Okay? We don't have a thing like bombings of the White House every day. Think about it. Is the White House being bombed? No. And if they could do it every day, would they? No, because once it's down, it's down. There's only one White House. Oh, hey, Johnny, listen. Johnny and Karen, pay attention. Okay. Look, it's all about having a little bit of fun, isn't it? About having a good time. Because cops love to have a good time. But don't make us do our job. That's what this is about. Don't make us do our job, guys. I love teens. Cops love teens. You know, you'd be surprised how many people have come up to me so far, my police officer friends, that is, and they say, Lisa, did you hit the teens yet, man? Talk to them. Talk to them, Lisa. Come on, girl. Talk to them. I'm like, all right. Don't, man, Lisa, we love teens, man. They some crazy folk. Man, love college students, too, but them teens was a trip. They have wonderful personalities. Yes, you guys do. I was like, all right. Man, don't be so rigid. Just be yourself. I am myself. I mean, officer. I mean, you're policing me too much. But I understand what they're saying. And you understand what they're saying. Don't make us do our jobs. That's what they want me to say. Lisa, man, they'd be cool. I hate to see a teenager locked up, man. I'm like, I know, man. I know. Teaching the law, girl. All right, I will. And I'm doing my best, guys. I'm doing my darndest. And please don't let my efforts go in vain. All right? Don't let my efforts go in vain, guys. All right. The subject today is on gang banging. All right, now, there are activities. There's nothing wrong with a gang. It's not illegal to be in a gang. But the activities of a gang is something called, a phenomenon called gang banging. All right, now, back in the days when I was growing up, there was the mafia. There's churches. There's all types of civic groups. There was the Black Panther Party. Everything is fine. Ku Klux Klan, that's a gang. They're fine until you get into these activities: murder, first degree, second degree, manslaughter. All right? I told y'all that on and on and on. You can see the list of crimes that gangs get into. Any type of gang. Doesn't have to be a Latino gang. I don't care about nobody cares about gang signs. But when you go and putting up um, graffiti, you can't deface property. Stop it. That's silliness. If you're an artist, put it on canvas and sell it. Ooh, some of those gang signs, ooh, they're such artists. Some of those gang members, they're fantastic. And if you put it on canvas, don't steal the canvas now from the store. Go to an art store and sell your drawings. Be a gang, but do it the right way. All right? Don't get locked up and then get your booty spread. All right? Y'all know what that means. Ooh, my nothing. And y'all quit oohing it as teenagers. Grow up. Leave that ooh. Sound like a half-baked siren. Ooh, I'm telling. Ooh, you gonna get in trouble. I didn't do that. Acting like an angel. Stop it. That's for the adolescents. You guys are teenagers. 5 years. And you will be adults. Okay, let's get on with the subject. It says, and there are 5 elements. All right. The group, the elements making up the crime of gangbanging. The group has 3 or more members, generally ages 12 to 24. And that is not written in stone. That's not concrete. It can't, the age, it says generally. Look up your words, please, too. Okay, now, doesn't mean a person could be 11 or 25. Okay, come out a little bit. All right. And if there's an old gang member and there's a bunch of young ones, you know what? Tell that old fart to go somewhere. Go to college. Go somewhere and sit down and quit trying to give orders. They're probably treating the gang like they're his children. We're sitting around. All that infinite wisdom. Write a book then. All right, moving forward. Y'all don't be scared of gangs. They ain't nothing but people. That's all. And they know if they shoot you, they going to go in. And they're going to have to bend down and pick up that soap. Don't tell me. And let me say this. Being in your own, I'm taking a moment here. Being in your own gender is cool. But you know, sometimes you got to have, you know, people are human now. You got to have something besides a need to sit, a need now. I'm talking about the need to sit around your own gender. Now, somebody told me, it was a young man, he came up to me and says, you know what? Gang members ain't nothing but a bunch of homosexuals. I said, what? Yeah, I don't have that need to be around them many guys. They be looking at each other, touching each other, and all that, man, that what homosexuals do. I said, what? And he was trying to break it down. He said, if anything, they got a women's gang, because I'm going to be a part of that. I said, oh, I get you. Wait a minute. Pause for the cause. Bam! I understood that. Why do people want to sit around guys who show their butt cracks to each other? And he was talking about that too. I was like, fascinating. I never really thought. I saw it, but I never really put 2 and 2 together, so to speak. Then they get locked up with each other, and everybody know that homosexual activities and rapes go on in prisons. You think they're going to escape that? Man, my cousin went in there, and he was a gang member. He came out, he a fag. I'm like, watch your mouth, young man. He said, no, for real, though. He always said, for real, though. I was like, wow. He said, now he want to go to the female prison, but they ain't going to let him in. He was silly, but he was truthful now. So you don't want to stay around your gender. Somebody that old. Pedophilia. You know, people look for reasons to get into things. Pedophiles are in gangs. People just don't know that everything and all the things that go on behind closed doors. So if your brother want to get into a gang, there is initiation. That may constitute. Now, why would another man want to listen to another man? The guy at the top is not going to give up his or her position so that you have your time at the top. If they're killing each other, so one person get at the top, another person thinks that this one's smarter than this one, there's too much fighting within the group itself. Wow, if you got a lot of fighting on football teams and basketball teams and baseball teams and arguments, what in the world you got going on with gangs? And they ain't got a rule book. There's no consequences like you have in football and baseball and basketball. Okay? So, there's a thing called trust and loyalty, but that's so broken so many times, it's ridiculous. And then you go get a criminal record. So, what's the rewards? And then after a while, you get into prison, and then they say, well, you're part of this gang, and you're going to suffer the more. Why? Why? Just tone it down. Like I said, there's a lot of talented people that are in these gangs. All right? They can draw. They have beautiful poetry. They read books. They read books. Yes, they do. They got to read the dictionary, find out what a word means before they start using the words. Yeah, they got some nerds in gangs. They're very smart. Now, Mr. Wiskowski said that's not how it's supposed to go. Well, how's it supposed to go, Johnny? Every gang need a brilliant human being in it. Okay. Listen. So, let's begin again. All right, it says, the group has 3 or more members, generally ages 12 to 24. Number 2, members share an identity, typically linked to a name, and often other symbols. Number 3, members view themselves as a gang, and they are recognized by others as a gang. Number 4, the group has some permanence and a degree of organization. You don't have to be perfect in their organization or their structure, but there is that. Number 5, the group is involved in an elaborate level of criminal activity. That is gang banging. Believe that. And number 5 element will be there. And all you need is how many more? 2 more. That's it. That's why a lot of gang members go in. All right, and they break a lot of these laws. Robbery, auto theft. You know, is that a real gang? You judge for yourself. Is that a real gang? All right, now, listen. Head drop. Moment of silence. Is that a real gang? No. All right? People getting together trying to do a little something, hurting folk. I'm going to get in a gang so I can hurt someone. That's not nice. What happens if they want to rape your mother, rape your father, steal from your house while you stealing from? Move forward. 6 months, upwards to 1 year for this crime, and it gets heavy because the judges don't like gang members, dishonest people. This is a group of 45,000 dishonest people. This is a group of 2 million dishonest people. What? Not gang. Don't look at the gang, the name. Look at what's behind it. Dishonest people. Forget criminal. See, the words sometimes, escape people. The words sometimes get in the way. This is a group of dishonest people. This is a group of people who can't help themselves. They love each other so much they're willing to do anything for each other. Guess what? It sounds like a marriage to me between a man and a woman. But you gotta believe that little kid when he was like, I don't want to be around them many guys. That's why a lot of guys don't want to get in it, because they heard this homosexuality activity going on in gangs. We ain't about no homosexual activity. Hush. Maybe you don't know what's going on. You can't know everything. You just a little man. Yeah, but my cousin, chill. You just a little man. You don't know everything. All right? Members of the mafia, they'll tell you, silence, because you don't know everything. And they can't stand when somebody thinks they know everything. Because nobody on this earth knows everything. Gangs can't stand that. Not the gangs I grew up with, the real ones. The mafia. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay now. All right. Penalty. You know the judge ain't going to light on nobody. And once you get in, you know why gang members don't get out oftentimes? Because once you get in, you got to watch it now. Everybody can take little secrets. Hey, man, you feel like dropping that soap tonight? Huh? You ever tell anybody that I'm down like that? Oh, man, I can't. I just need some. Moment. We're going to deal with the price check, too. That's what y'all get into. And once they get you, you ain't coming out. Because you might tell the secret. So don't get into gangs that get into gang banging. All right, penalties for gang banging, damage that occurred and occurs begin at $10,000 up, plus cost of court. A conspiracy charge can be added to most crimes, which increases or may double your sentence. Let me tell you this. If gangs had money, don't you think the smart thing, because they love each other so much, and this would tick me off. I mean, maybe when I was a youth, I wouldn't mind being part of the gang, but y'all gonna pay my bail? Y'all gonna pay these fines and these penalties? Somebody gonna help me serve my time? Y'all gonna take care of me while I'm in? I'm dedicated. See, that's why I didn't join a gang. Oh, there were gangs in Pittsburgh left and right. Okay? Namely Redcoats. But let me tell you something. I was a teenager. When I ask these questions, if I get in trouble, will y'all help me out? And you look at each individual one and you see all of the girls, they didn't have no money. But will your parents give you the money to get me out? I'll go do this for you. I'll go do that for you. I'll go beat up somebody for you. No, nobody had the money. That's when I got out. I think I was a red coat for about 2 seconds. Y'all what? Y'all not going to help me? But I will go to the extent, I'll get a job. I would work to get you straight, to help you pay your fine and your cost of court. I would do that. See, but that's my creative thinking. That's how I was as a teen. Helpful little bugger. So, I got with basketball, just stuck with it. Enough of that. I think I was in the gang for about a week. So I'm trying to share with y'all. They don't have any money. Okay? Get a job. Stop the foolishness. Join a bowling team. That's just as equal amount of fun. It's all about having fun. They steal because they don't have jobs. Makes sense. Why do people in gangs steal? They don't have jobs. Oh. That's corny if you can't get a job at Burger King. They can't get a job at Burger King. But let me tell you what Cop 2 America gonna do. Those who were in this type of mess, you finish these courses here. I told y'all that early on. Finish these courses. And if you're not in a gang, don't jump into one. They're fading out anyway. Okay? That's the name of that show. But take Cop 2 America courses. Finish it. Let's clean up your resume of life. Don't worry about an expungement just yet. Okay? Now, if you committed a murder, there's nothing we can do. Alright? Understand that. It's not too many that were in gangs committed murders. Believe me, there's not too many. Okay? A lot of murder, homicides go a lot of times between people who know each other, really know each other, family members, husband and wives. Head drop. The head drop is a moment of silence. Okay, my mother taught me that. She said, oh, head drop. Oh, she was a hoot. Okay. So, listen, slow down. Think, think. Okay? That's what every one of these laws are about. Slow down, think. Do you want to come this way? Do you? And some of you guys, when you get your record cleaned up, run into a person. Try to find a person who can help you put your life in a book or help you with your drawings. Or if you love photography, you can do a lot of things with a phone. You really can. Go to the library. Do something with your time. But be productive. Good things. Good things. All right, guys, let's take the test. That's it. There's not much I can say. I'm not going to praise anybody who's foolish enough to spend give $10,000 to a court system and pay cost of court for foolishness. And knowing that the cops are all in DEA, Secret Service, U.S. Marshals, FBI, etc., every local cop, every campus police officer, everybody looking at gangs. And you going to join a gang. I'm scared. He all bull doo-doo. Beat me up. But I'm not joining no gang. Y'all ain't got no money. Tell them that. Y'all poor. What? Yeah, you got to go steal stuff. Then you're poor. I'm trying to get with the rich folk. I'm trying to join the Walmart gang. I'd rather have a job at Walmart. For real, though. Than to be locked away over some foolishness. Well, and they don't even see you money enough for oodles and noodles. And then if they do see you somebody, they got to go steal something, then hock it, then turn around, get you some pocket change. And then they have to have an account through JPay. Don't think I know? All right, come on, guys. Let's take those tests. Keep it rolling. Keep it in the road. All right? The police officers, we're doing our best. We want to expose you guys to what is getting everybody locked up. This is what's getting you locked up. Don't do it. All right? My mother said, never fall and you won't ever scrape your knees. I'll leave Roberta White with that one. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I almost forgot. See? Remember, don't ever fall and you won't scrape your knees. Just wanted to get your attention on that one. Let's move on to our next lesson. All right. Bye.
The weight of my mistakes depends on how I feel. Don't let it bring you down.